Hello everyone, and I welcome all of you to Online Study for You, a complete placement solution. Friends, this is Pratik Srivastava here, and in our today's video, we are going to solve questions from a reasoning sample paper which is released by TCS. Friends, before I start with the video, I just wanted to say, so if you have not completed DRC and IRC, no need to worry about that, okay? Because I'm getting multiple comments. So if you have not completed DRC and IRC, then you do not have to worry at all. You will be still able to write the TCS examination, which has been scheduled on the particular dates. Okay, so you do not have to worry at all. And friends, there might be a small change in the examination which is TCS gonna conduct. So what is that change? So TCS in DRC we saw TCS has fixed timing for each and every question. Let's say, so for this particular question number one, TCS has fixed 1 minute. So you can only spend 1 minute for this particular question. And I'm saying you again, so this was a change which a student observed during DRC exam, right? Okay, so it might or might not be true in your main examination, but considering that the timing might be fixed in your main examination. Now let us try to start with the question number one. So friends, this is a question of paper folding. The figure marked X. So this is X. The figure marked X is folded to form a box. So basically this X figure, we are folding it and we are making a box. So we have one, two, three, four. Four options has been given. You have to tell. So once we fold this X, then which box we can make. Okay. So the figure marked X is folded to form a box. Assuming that the paper used for the box is opaque and signs shaded triangle have to be visible on the outer side of the box. They are telling you need to fold in such a way that this shaded triangle, okay, this shaded triangle, dot, okay, signs, everything has to be visible on the box which you are putting it. Okay, so you can see shaded triangles and the signs has to be visible on the outer side of the box. Okay, four possible box formation ABCD are given below, some of which can be formed and some cannot be formed. Choose from the alternative the boxes that can be formed. Okay, now, so friends, the first thing after seeing the question, because folding boxes questions, I mean folding into a boxes questions will not be very easy, that you have to accept it. So after seeing the question, at least I can say I will focus on finding A. If we can fold and get A, then option B will be eliminated because option B does not have A in it. If A cannot be, if A cannot be obtained after folding that particular X, that means all AB, all ACD will be eliminated, and you can definitely say, sir, the answer will be option B. Now let us try. So friends, let us focus on A. So if you see A, then dot is here. That means basically what they have done, this figure is nothing but they have actually reverted it, right? So they have actually reverted it. I'm doing it little slowly so that you will not have any confusion. So what I will do, so basically they have rotated this first. So I will also rotate this, okay, and then see how it look like. So okay, so your dot will be here, and then we will have a blank triangle, and here you can see blank triangle, okay, and here we will have a cross sign, and then again we will have something like this, and then we will have a shaded triangle, okay, so we will have a shaded triangle, and then again this part, and we will have a shaded triangle, right? Okay, so this is what if we will just revert it. Now friends, so you can see this particular dot, okay, this particular dot is visible. Now if we revert this particular part, okay, so if we revert this particular part, I mean if we flip, so that side if you put it, so just try to understand, if that side if we'll try to put it, so anyway we will have a square here, okay, a square here, And now if we'll put this part, I mean if we'll just fold it, then we will be getting this particular triangle. Friends, this is most of, this is a, actually we have to visualize this. So this part, this particular part will be visible here. This particular part after folding will be visible here. This particular part, okay, and we have missed one thing. So here actually we had a square, okay, which we have missed it, right? Okay, because we have turned it. Okay, now this particular, this shaded triangle is here. This particular shaded triangle, once we will fold, will be here. Everything is fine at the place, but this particular thing will be in this format. I mean, here we should have a, here we should have something like this. Like this, what I'm referring is like this, right? Because you could see this part shall be, right, one kind of, you can say rectangle, and inside that one is square, which is not there. So we can say a. So once you'll fold this X figure, you won't be getting a. So I am very clear that any option with a will not be your answer, and option B will become your answer. So friends, your folded paper questions will not be very straightforward. We have to use bit of your mind. Okay, so I will suggest you do this folded paper question at the end. Okay, now this second is figure based. So the two figures on the left of the sign, that means the two figure. So these two figure they're talking about. Okay, so figure 1 and this figure 2. So the two figure on the left of the sign, this one, that means this side they're talking about, are related in a certain way. The same relationship holds good for the second pair of the figure. This is something like ratio. If you have 4:8, okay, and then if I will ask you this is 16, then you will definitely say sir it is 32, right? Because 4 2s are 8, so 16 2s are will be 32. So these two are related to each other. Then this third and fourth will be also related to each other. Now, so what has happened? You need to find it out. Okay. So the two figures on the left of the signs are related in a certain way. The same relation holds good for the second pair of figure on the right of the sign, of which one figure is missing. Find the missing figure from the alternative. Okay. So friends, now if you could see, the first thing what we are seeing in 1 and 2 is, so there is a, you can say 45-degree turn is there, right? So here if you'll take, this is the angle if you'll take, okay, then you can say, sir, in this diagram, okay, so this is nothing but if you'll take as 0 degree, so this is nothing but a 45-degree angle. So we are seeing a turn of 45-degree, right? Another 45-degree, that means it will be nothing but 90, right? Okay, so here also we will be able to see, right, we will be able to see a turn of 45-degree if I am not wrong, right? So we should definitely look for the figures which is having 45-degree turn, I mean this side. So this diagram, except this diagram, all are having 45-degree. Now friends, the second thing what we will be looking for, so if you are turning this 45-degree, then this will become what? A square. Okay, so this will become what? A square. Okay, you see, so this is nothing but ground. Now if we'll turn 45-degree, then this will become a square. See, right now you can see it's kind of a diamond shape, and then it will become a square because this will also turn. So this, if will turn, it will become a square. Now you can see, so in this particular, both we have a square here, right? Both we have a square. So this will become a square. And what about this internal part? So this internal part will become diamond. Okay, this internal part will become diamond because we are moving it 45-degree. So obviously this option will also become wrong, and this first option also gone. Okay, and only second option will be true because we need a square, and inside the square we need a diamond. Okay, so inside the square we need a diamond, and in that we will be looking for 45-degree. So option C will be the correct answer for this particular problem. Friends, I'm going into very much detail one by one so that you understand the problem, how we do it. That is what important is. Okay, now friends, which of the option figure would come next in the following figure series? So basically this one we need to find it out of the four option. Okay, now, so friends, let us see, if you'll see, So these three places are same and this is what different. So we'll try to first figure it out what will come here. So you see here we have uh, right? So arrow mark and here theta. So in the next figure, theta has moved here. Okay. In the next figure, this has moved here. In the next figure, definitely this will be moved here. Okay. In the next figure, definitely this triangle will be moved here. So one thing we are very much sure that here it should be a triangle. So option A will be eliminated. See, basically we need to eliminate the option and that's how you are going to get your answer correctly. Now friends, if you'll try to now visualize the diagrams, then I could see, so one is this portion, the middle portion is different in all three. Okay. So if we try to find this middle values, like the second value, you can say how it is coming, then easily we will be able to get our answers. So let us focus on this part. So friends, this middle figure you see, that means this is moving here and this is moving here, and you can also say this is changing the position, right? So this is changing the position. So basically it is uh, in clockwise direction. You can say it is moving into the clockwise direction by 90 degree. Okay. Then so next what you can see, so in next figure what you can see, so this figure will be again turned anti-clockwise by 90 degree, right? Okay. So it will become like this. Then in next figure what will happen, so this will be now changing to 90 degree in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay. Next figure what will happen, so in the next figure this will be changing, right? So this will be changing like this. Okay. Anti-clockwise direction. So anti-clockwise direction means this will become like this, and that we can see is nothing but this particular figure. So it is very much clear that if we try to find with the minimal number of the diagram inside, then we will be easily able to achieve or solve this kind of question. So friends, patience has to be definitely there, focus has to be definitely there, then only we will be able to solve the problem in the examination. Now question number 4, friends, I will say, so this is a small puzzles. Okay, this is a small puzzles and this we can easily solve it. But friends, if you'll ask me, sir, how do you do that, then definitely I use some other method. I mean, I take care of all the possibilities and then I solve it. Let us try to understand how I do it and how you are going to do it in the examination. So a medical representative plans to visit 6 doctor. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay, one doctor per day during a week from Monday to Saturday. So Monday to Saturday. So here I will write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Here also I'll write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Sir, why you are writing 3? So I will tell you, because I will be taking all the possibilities and then only I will solve. As I said you earlier, I will be considering all the possibilities. Okay, now. So after this, whatever information is 100%, I mean, whichever information is having direct clue, that I will take. So if we read, he visited D on the day before the day he visited B. He visited C on Monday. So this is 100% direct clue. So he visited Dr. C on Monday, right? Okay. So Dr. C on Monday. In all three, I have put it. Okay, so that I will be able to remove the possibilities. If you are taking only one, then also you will be able to solve, but it will become very much complicated for you. Then, okay, so he did not visit F on either Tuesday or Saturday. So this is also 100% clue. So at least he did not visit F on Tuesday or on Saturday. Okay, so these two I will kind of erase it off. This is not required for us. He visited A on the day before the day he visited E. He visited D on some day after he visited A. Okay. Now I will take this point. He visited D on the day just before he visited B. So I will assume here he visited D on Friday. Definitely he would have visited B on Saturday, because they're telling he visited D on the day just before he visited B. So everywhere, so here I have considered as Saturday, here I will consider as Friday, sir, why you were doing that? Because I'm taking care of all the possibilities. Okay, try to understand. Because I'm taking care of all the possibilities. Okay, and here B and here D. Sir, one, okay. Now, sir, one more possibility, Wednesday and Tuesday. That possibility, why I'm not taking? Because they're telling he visited A, okay, on the day, okay, here he visited D on some day after he visited A. So suppose he would have visited, see, he is visiting D after A. So suppose he would have visited A here in this case, okay. In this case, I will consider here. In this case, I will consider here, right? Okay. So because he is visiting D after visiting A. Okay, now. So this particular diagram will definitely become wrong here. Why? Because he visited A on the day before he visited E. That means before he visited E, he visited A, right? Okay. See, he visited, clearly they are saying he visited A on the day before the day he visited E. So definitely this diagram automatically became wrong. In this particular diagram, I need to put E here because he visited A just before the day he visited E. So who will be visiting Saturday? That is nothing but F, because we have only F remaining. So this diagram also wrong because F cannot visit on Saturday. See, we are removing all the possibilities. See how nicely we remove two possibilities. Yes or no? Okay. And here you see, here E, right? Here E, because A, I mean the person, he is visiting A and very next day E. And then who will be remaining? F. So F can visit on Thursday. So now it is very clear that which doctor he visit on Saturday. So he visited Dr. B on Saturday. So you need to tick this and then you need to proceed. So always go with the multiple options. Then only you will be able to correct the questions. Okay. Now, the next problem, I don't know you are able to read or not, because this question is from the TCS decision making. So I have done the video already earlier on decision making. So you can watch that video, okay, so that you can understand the concept. To decision making, you just need to take a decision based on the certain statements. The following are the criteria of selecting an accountant for a reputed organization. So the candidate must, so if a candidate is graduate in commerce with more than 65% in graduate examination, okay. If a candidate is more than 20 years and less than 25 years of age as on 1/1/2020, if a candidate has secured more than 60% in the interview and at least 55% in written test, if a candidate has at least 2 years of accounting experience in a company, then the candidate will be selected. But if the candidate has B, okay, sorry, I'll take some other pen so that you'll be able to understand. But you can see A at B. But if the candidate has A, C, and D, but a candidate does not have B, in that case, so if suppose if a candidate is more than 25 or less than 20, then in that case A at B. However, if the candidate fulfills the above criteria except the B1, but if he has the experience of 5 years of accounting in any company, then the case will be forwarded to referred to general manager, and general manager had to take a decision. Okay, and then at A, suppose if a candidate follows B, C, and D, but he has not scored 65% in graduate examination, then but he has scored 65% in the written test. I mean this part. Okay. So, but if he has scored 65% in written test as well as interview, okay. So two at A and or D, then in that case, his case will be referred to chairman. So basically here it is A or D, both A and or D. So if B and C is satisfying, but if there is any problem in A and D, then that, and in that case, if he has scored 65% in written test as well as interview, then the case will be referred to chairman. But anyway, let us read. So this is like your exceptions. Now let us read and try to understand what we should do with the candidate. Okay. So Anuva passed the graduate examination in commerce with 65% marks. So first is telling, right? So be a graduate in commerce with more than 65%. So Anuva passed the graduate examination in commerce with 65% marks. So this first condition is not satisfied. Okay, be a graduate in commerce with more than 65% in graduate examination. So this condition is not satisfied, and is 23 years old as on 1/1/19. So 1/1/19 23, then 1/1/20 it will be 24. So the age should be in between 20 and 25. So second condition is satisfied. Okay, then C scored 65% in written test. So C has scored, okay, 65%, and here it is 60% only, so that is good. In written test, also in the interview. So written test and interview both more than 65% actually. So the third condition is also, that means condition C is also fulfilled. Has an accounting experience of 3 years. So they need only 2 years. Okay, so this is also satisfied. So three condition is satisfied. Only the first condition is not satisfied. So at A, so if A is not satisfied or D, in that case, if he has secured more than 60%, so she has scored 60% in written test, also in interview. So if she has secured more than 60% in written test as well as the interview, his her case is right. His her case is referred to the chairman. So in that case, her case will be referred to chairman. Okay. So I have also done one question on this decision making, and the link will be provided in the uh, your description, so do not worry. So you will be getting a idea with that. Okay, but friends, be clear, be a graduate in commerce with more than 65%. Okay, so they're not saying on or more. Okay, so 65% or more, they're not telling. They have cleared that, they're very clear that she should have scored, or he should have scored definitely so more than 65%, not only 65%. But here if you see, so 65%. So if A, see, if A and or D, so if A and D, or A or D, so either both is not satisfied, only A is not satisfied, or D is not satisfied. In all the cases, she has to, right, she has to, her case has to be referred to the chairman. So option D will be the correct answer. Now question number 6. So in which of the 5 pairs of the letter cluster, the letter in the second term is arranged transformed form of the letters in the first term in a particular pattern? In which 2 pairs has the transformation been done the same way? Okay, now, so basically friends, out of 5 pair, there are 2 pairs which is having the same pattern. So let us try to analyze. Okay, so B and E we will try to analyze. So MP QTW, and here it is WQ MPT. And what is your E? So DQ RMG and GRDQM. Okay, now, so friends, you see, so first place W is there, and then the then the third letter, so WQ. First place G is there, that means last letter, and then in the middle letter, I mean second letter is nothing but the middle letter. Then they are picking the first letter, so D, then they are picking the first letter M, and then they are picking the second letter, then they are picking the second letter Q, and then they're picking the fourth letter. So these two, B and E, is having a similar kind of pattern. But if we'll try to analyze others, so I will show you also. So here you see, so right, so B, okay, B is here, last letter is first letter, and then W, first letter is second letter, okay, and then you can see H. So H is nothing but the third letter. Okay, we will stop till here, and then we will try to analyze. So last letter is first letter is second letter, and then this third letter is here. Okay, fine, then no problem. Then you can see N is nothing but second letter is here, and here K, second letter should be here, so that is not there. So anyway, others are not fulfilling the pattern. Okay, so it should completely fulfill the pattern. In the same way, there should be two words which should be arranged, that then only you can say, so B and E are following the similar kind of pattern. So friends, these are the reasoning question which will definitely give you an idea before you are going for your examination. So thank you friends, and if you really like the video, then friends, do comment below and share this with your friends, so that everybody will be able to utilize this kind of session.